3D learning, economics, video 9. Only one left. The debate's very close. Are you ready? How's your prep? Are you thinking better? Your critical thinking? Is your speaking better? Are you speaking with longer ideas? How's your team? Are you working well together? Should equality remain the focus? At whose cost? It's always the question. Everybody wants equality, but who should pay for it? That's the idea. In your book, you have this organizer, and we've talked about this before. Finding the facts. For and against. Now, there are 10 of these in the book. There's only 3 or 4 here. But don't make your sentence longer than one line. That's a good rule. And you want to make your facts for and against. So when you're creating your argument, remember you have your rebuttal. So for and against, you want to put your arguments and your rebuttal together. It's really easy. You have this one and then this one. So it's just a little bit of organizing your thinking so that if this, then that. Okay? Now remember, to be for or against, okay, if this is true, if one thing is true, something has to be false. There aren't any maybes here. But something, so everything is about a statement. There are no maybes. You want to make sure everything is firm. And so that's what you want to do. You want facts, not too many ideas. Facts, and you should have references. And last time we showed you the MS Word references. Those are very easy to fill in. And you need them because when you are saying I think, we don't say I think. That's not what you want. You want to say this person said, this person wrote in this article, you said. You want facts. You don't want just ideas. And you want to say this okay? You argued this argued that. Okay? No thinking anymore. But arguments don't work in reverse. This means it must constantly move forward. So you can go in a circle. Now that's easy. Circle is easy, but going a little bit this way, we don't want to swing. It's not a pendulum. Okay? And so we have this if-then idea in the book. And we're going to show you it in a minute. So using the graphic organization ideas you made before, you made that one graphic using the if-then connection. You want to make it if-then, if this, then that. If this, then that. Okay? I am if this, then that. That's when if you do this one, for and against. If this is true, then this must not be true. Okay? There are no maybes, there are no ifs, and so you can check the strength of your argument with a simple if-then. And then you can challenge. If this is true, then that is not true. And the next person says, wait a minute, I don't agree with you. Always try to not agree. We like to be agreeable. We like to agree with people. Yes, 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 yes. It makes everybody happy. But here you want to disagree. If this, then that. And the next person says, I disagree. Now you can use if this, then that, then that. If then that is true, then this is not true. Okay, so you want to practice that negative disagreement. You want to practice that. And this will be constant. If this, then that. If this, then that. It sounds easy, so we want to try it. And we want to You need to connect with your team, and you want to practice that, your facts, this one here, that will really help you. Use ideas from before, okay? And confusion and stress from not being able to finish the then in the sequence. If you can't finish if then, if you can't work through the circle, then you have trouble. And that's where the confusion and stress comes from. So, we want to do that. The debate practice is about to begin. And this is in the book, the if-then. Is the team ready? Is the statement understood correctly? What side issues are there which are not connected? Always look for those side issues. Don't think that you only have, okay, this very hard ideas. Those side issues, that's what your opposition wants to put in there. And you have to say, that is not related to this argument. Because, give your support. Okay? So those are things that you want to look for. Many points can be made, but most are not relevant to the statement. That is the problem. Everything has to be, that's why the statement here, write your statement in that box. Because if then, if this is true, then that is not true. Okay? If this is true, then that is not true. And everything has to be related to that box, that statement that you made. And you have to be ready to refute. And so that's why disagreement is so crucial. If this, then that. If this, then that. In your book you have it. It's not highlighted here. Everything focuses on the center, the statement. So if your statement is true, then this is not true. If this is true, if what you say is true, then this other one's not true. If this is true, then that is not true. If the not true is true, then the true is not true. And so we go around your circle with your team, and everybody say, if this, then that. If this statement is true, make your statement, then this is not true. You're opposing. If the opposing is true, then the other one is not true. Everybody creates their own. See how far you can go. You should do at least 1 or 2 different rounds. Keep it going as long as possible. It really challenges what you have your umbrella is already open. Has all this information. You've put it into different categories. You put it into different statements. You've put this all together in different ways. And now you bring the argument back to the point. Should look at issues like immigration. Should immigration be limited? Because immigration takes away from the money that the government has to give to other people. Maybe they shouldn't have immigration at all. What about equality? Now they have an equality problem because of capitalism. How does the government deal with that? Lots of different arguments. You've gone through them. You've looked at them. Now, are you ready? So practice this. This is very, very, very important. Practice, practice, practice. And this will test your ideas, whether they're true or not true, whether you can speak or not speak to the point. So, not a lot to do this week. Facts are easy. Make sure you have references, for and against. Maybe it's harder than it looks. And then practice if this. You have the facts, for and against, for and against, for and against. You do that. If this, then that. If that is true, okay, you do that. There are no right or wrong answers. They're just statements and facts. What are the facts? And what facts rebut the other ones? If you create ideas, if you create arguments that the other team has a hard time rebutting, you will win. That's how you win an argument. You have better statements and lots of support. That's how you win. So there we go. Number 9 is finished. Number 10 is coming. The debate is just around the corner. Are you ready?